Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dawson, or the Carolina, and I look like a freaking mess right now. My beard's all fluffy on one side. I split my lip. I don't know how I did that. And my hair is just an absolute mess. I just woke up, and I came outside to look on my desk, and this box was waiting for me. That, of course, is the Marvel Collector Core Spider-Man box for the month of August. We are in August, right? Yeah, we are in August. This is a really big box, bigger than a lot of the boxes that I've seen recently. But I didn't get I call it the Women of Marvel, but I think it's the Women of Power box, which I absolutely loved that box. I thought it was really cool. A lot of people were disappointed. I don't see why, but it's their money. If they want to be disappointed, they can. But since Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time, I had to get this box. Just had to. I've heard some mixed reviews on it, mixed things on it. I've seen it already from spoilers on Instagram because I just cannot get away from them spoilers. But I still want to check it out. I'm not just because people are not that big of a fan of this box doesn't mean I'm just going to leave this thing sealed and put it away somewhere to forever be shunned. But I do have my knife here, so let's get opening this box. Opening these box. Okay, so I don't want to show my edge on the bottom because I just realized I didn't etch it out. But so here is the front, and I'm going to show you guys when I'm opening it. If I can get my hands, there we go. Wow, this thing is like, there we go. Alright, so on the top of the box, of course, we get this awesome art like we usually do. Oh, that's really sick. That's really sick. I really do like that. That's probably my favorite box art, but I just like Spider-Man, so I'm always partial to Spider-Man. Push that box back. Excuse me. And let's look at the pin real quick. Alright. I'm going to try to get it open. My hands are super cold tonight, so I'm like, I can't grab onto stuff. Alright. Okay. It's not the best pin in the world, but it's not terrible. Because the reason I say it's not the best pin is because every single pin, I believe, that we've gotten in the past, or at least I've gotten in the past, has a character's face on it. And this one just has his Spidey logo, his chest logo, which is fine. I mean, I'm not that peeved about it. But that would have been a nice thing to have, a pin with Spidey's face on it. But you can't have everything in life, huh? Alright, well, I'm not going to get this back in the bag because I can barely open it. Alright, there we go. Back in the bag. Alright, put that over there. And then the next thing is the patch, which was not secured down at all, so I'm surprised it actually stayed in the box. Or it stayed, when I opened it up, it didn't fall out. Try to get this thing out real quick, too. Alright, never mind. I'm not going to try to take it out, because I can't. But there is the patch, looking pretty cool. It looks like they've tried to put spiders on the side, but they kind of look like ants. But I do like this patch. I really do like this patch. I'm not going to use it at all. I'm just going to put it on the wall with the rest of my patches I've gotten from Marvel Collector Core. But it's cool. The patches and pins are just those collector's items. You have them all, good for you, but none of them are that great. So now let's actually open the box, the top of it, and get into what's giving people mixed reviews, mixed things about this box. First off, we have this thing on top that basically gives a advertisement for the next Marvel Collector Core box, which is the Doctor Strange box. Of course, leading up to Benedict Cumberbatch's debut as Doctor Strange. There's that Women of Power box I was talking about that I personally enjoy. And then there's the Civil War box, which I thought was pretty good too. and on the back, and then on the back, which I think is kind of dumb. They should put these on the bottom because if I didn't know what was in the box, everything's right here. So Marvel or Collector Core, sorry, start putting these in the bottom of the box. I will still read out your advertisements. I'll still look at them, but just put them at the bottom of the box. People don't want to see that. Also, put this at the bottom of the box. Why is this on top? It could get bent real easily. And that's the Marvel Collector Core comic. So the Amazing Spider-Man, this is issue number 16, variant edition. So not issue 1, which I feel like is going to peeve a lot of people off, because I remember when we got the Ant-Man box, the variant cover was like issue 3, and people were like, "This is sacrilegious. Why would you give us a variant of a third comic? Just give us a variant of the first issue." But this is variant of the 16th issue. I like it. It's simple. It's nothing too fantastical, but since I love Spider-Man, I'm kind of partial to it. I do think it's kind of cool. All right. And then let's get into, I'm going to leave the pop for last, so let's get into the biggest item in this box, which is this fabrication. This is my first fabrication that I've ever owned. I've thought about a few ones in the past, but none have really sparked my eye that much. I have to be honest, with everything in this box that I know is in here, this is my least favorite thing. I don't know why, but I'm not that fond of the fabrications. I don't think they're necessarily the best looking things that Funko has put out, and they're definitely not the most collectible thing that Funko's put out. But we do have the Spider-Man one. I do like I do like how they put, how they designed it on the box, and it's kind of cool, like the rough drafts. Honestly, just the head is just not even like circular, which, I mean, I can see on the little advertisement over here, they kind of show that the head's not supposed to necessarily be like very circular. It kind of does have like a very rigid head. But yeah, and then the body is completely made out of a different material, so the head's like very soft, but down here it's not pleather, but it's like a it's like the material that you get on like one of those not hopscotch, the little bean bags that people kick around, like this really like weird material that would crack under any, like, either overexposure to cold or overexposure to heat. Like, it would just crack the material. But honestly, I'm not disappointed, because I know the people out there like fabrications. I'm just not that big of a fan of them. So this fabrication is kind of a for me. But if I had to pick a fabrication to my first fabrication, it'd be Spider-Man. So I am glad that I got this. But yeah, it's my least favorite item in the box. The next up, we'll go with this, which I guess a lot of people are just not liking that that Funko is doing these. I got a little bit of a loose thread here. Let me just cut that off. Alright. Sorry about that. Which is these new hats. I think they're kind of cool. I personally don't have a small head, so a lot of hats don't fit me. I'm going to try this one on, but it has the really shiny stickers that everybody leaves on their hats, and the Amazing Spider-Man on there, and it's all, I think the right word is embroidered. And then on the back you have like the Spidey logo, and then on the bill, whatever it's called, you get the Marvel and Pop logo, which is kind of cool. And this is a snapback, so it's adjustable. So let me just take off my headphones real quick. See, I told you my hair's a mess. Oh God, I'm knocking off my glasses now. Let's see if I can wear it. All right, yep, perfect. All right, let's adjust it real quick. Let's actually get this out too. This little insert. All right, so let's put this on like the second one maybe. Yeah, I don't fit into hats. We can put on the last one, but I'm pretty sure even on the last one, this is just not going to fit, which I'm okay with because I probably wouldn't wear a hat places anyway. Yeah, it just doesn't fit my head. My head's way too big, and even if it did fit, it's all pudgy on top. Like there's so much room up there. So I'm not too bothered that I can't wear the hat. I would have liked it. I probably would have worn the hat if it were to fit, but I'm not too bothered that it doesn't. So yeah, so I'll probably just display it like it came in the box, just like that somewhere. I personally like the hats. I think they're kind of cool, but I know they're not for everyone, and not everyone is thrilled about it. But for those people out there that are, good for you. Don't fall. I got like a big pile of crap over here just sitting there. And then last, but certainly not least, I hope, yeah, okay. We have the Funko Pop for this month, which mine has come in okay condition. Not spectacular. Spectacular Spider-Man, get it, guys? But not terrible condition at all either. So here is this month's pop, which I guess is sparking a lot, not of controversy, but a lot of mixed feelings about it. Some people like it, some people don't. But it seems like the large majority just are not that big of a fan of the different poses that Marvel's trying to do, or not Marvel, Funko's trying to do now. Which I feel is kind of like, it's kind of wrong, because when we got the Deadpool box, all it was Deadpool's a different pose. Like, there wasn't anything new about that. And people went wild for that box. People thought the box was one of the best box the Marvel Collector ever put out. So, though we though we could have gotten other characters, there's not many more characters that Spider-Man has in his arsenal, in his repertoire, that we haven't seen in Funko Pop form. Like, I can think of a few. I can think of Rhino. We haven't gotten like the original Electro with the the lightning bolt mask. So Rhino, Electro. We haven't gotten Mysterio. We haven't gotten Kraven the Hunter. We haven't gotten a Scorpion. We haven't gotten and there's Sandman. There are a few villains that we could have gotten in this box. But I'm just such a big Spider-Man fan that I'm glad we did get a Spider-Man pop. But I know a lot of people are not that thrilled about it. So here's the front. He's just in his classic, He looks like he's supposed to be leaning up against a wall. Like, how I can't obviously do it because I'm not Spider-Man, and I obviously don't have Spider-Man's physique. But he kind of has like one hand, like this, in the back of the wall. Both his feet are kind of pressed against the wall, so he's stuck to the wall, and he's flipping. So it is a cool pose, but there's the front, there's the side, and the back. What does that say? Collect the entire line of Marvel Pops, Super Styles, Vinylized Bobbleheads. God, I remember when that used to be on all the... Are they still on all the back of the boxes from Marvel? That might be something I have to look at, because I don't remember seeing that much anymore. And then there's the other side. I think, for my last note, I think that the thing that most people are disappointed with this box is that the most disappointing thing is that we didn't get anything for Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Which I can see people really enjoy his Spider-Man now, like really enjoy it, and I thought he was great. And honestly, I think he, though I like Tobey Maguire, I think he's an okay Spider-Man. I definitely grew up with him. I really enjoyed Andrew Garfield's performance, even though I can also see, he's too much of a pretty boy to be Peter Parker. Like, he looks like he should be the popular kid, but he just isn't. And plus, he was way too old. Like, I think yesterday, the 19th, he just turned 33, which means he was in his late 20s playing Spider-Man. So he aged real well. Good for you, Andrew. But Tom Holland just has that feel of Peter Parker, that look to him, and his humor and his wit plays a, is a, basically he was like the living embodiment of our classic Spidey, and his suit and his humor and his look really were just inspired by classic Spidey. And for a lot of people, that it immediately gravitated towards him because he was Spider-Man. For the 15 minutes total he was on screen, he was Spider-Man. For the first time in a very long time, we felt like we were witnessing the birth of Spider-Man. And that's really cool. But I think that's like the most disappointing thing for a lot of people. Not that the items are bad in the box, because none of the items are bad. None of the bottom, none of the, like, it's not like the Ant-Man box all over again where stuff was crushed. I think people are just disappointed because we didn't get anything from Tom Holland. We didn't get anything really outlandish and new. But those are just my 2 cents. Tell me in the comments down below what you think. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you want to be cool, then make sure to drop a like. But if you want to be awesome, then make sure to subscribe. And until next video, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.